I hope you're doing well, and I'm super giddy, and this video might be all over the place, but I'm excited for a reason because I am doing the Stay Home Reading Rush tag, which is created by Ariel Bissett over at the Reading Rush, along with her lovely co-partner, Raylene. And I will link all of the pertinent information down below and a list of the questions in case you want to do the tag. Yes, you should, and you should join in the readathon, which starts Thursday. And if you're watching this and it's Friday or Saturday, it's not too late to join in on the readathon. It's going to be a good time, even if you only have an hour. Join in. Plus, what else do you have to do? I mean, you could be going to work like I do, but yeah. And there will be a giveaway. Information for that will be at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. And let's get, and I wanted to shout out a girl. She made her first video, and she's not committing to being a booktuber, but she said she might post more booktube videos. So I subscribed, and she did this tag, and it just made my day. It really made me smile because it gave me old school booktube vibes. Like 2012, 2013 booktube vibes. So I will link her video down below. Y'all should go check her out. I thought she was delightful. On to the questions. How is your reading going while staying at home? Okay, well, this question actually makes a lot of assumptions. It makes the assumption that either you're working or doing school from home, that you have a non-essential job in which, you have a job that allows you to work from home. So you have that luxury, or maybe the non-luxurious of like being unemployed, which my heart goes out to any of you that are facing that. I, however, work at a hospital, so I have not been working from home. I've been working, our days actually did change drastically. I say drastically, it's really not. It's different enough that we feel it, but instead of going in 5 days a week, I go in 4 for 10 or more hours a day. And so I haven't been doing a lot of reading from home, but I have read 2 books this month and started a third. So I would say it's going good. And I had a lot of good books for the BookTube Prize last month that I read. And I also listened to audiobooks at work, so I've been having a good time. Where have you been reading at home? Okay, well, I haven't done a lot of reading at home because, I work such long days, and so I don't have like a lot of time to just sit and read. And then on my days off, I go to the grocery store, try to get a walk in, and but my favorite place is my bathtub. It's a great Epsom salt bath, relax, does a lot for me in stress. And also my bed. I'm somebody who can't just fall asleep very quickly as soon as I get home, and I get home real late and have to get enough sleep to get up the next morning. So reading a book helps me start shutting down my mind a little bit better. Best book I've read during isolation. The best technical book is probably How to Be Anti-Racist. I will link the links for all of these down below. My most enjoyable has either been Savage Appetites or in terms of not rereads, so like new books, probably The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which I didn't like as much as the first 2 books, but her books are true escapism reading for me. When I'm reading them, I don't have a care for anything else in the world. It's amazing. They're not the best thing ever. They have their flaws, but they are extremely enjoyable. Next question is, what's your favorite feel-good book? All right. So I really had to think about this one when I saw this question, because I started realizing I don't read a lot of truly feel-good books anymore. And a lot of books I read are like hard-hitting contemporaries, which I don't do as much of. More of like dark fantasy books. Even some of the ones I reread a lot have darker moments. So in terms of like true feel-good books, I'm going to have 2. The first one is a middle grade novel, which is The Last of the Really Great Winged Doodles by Julie Andrews Edwards. This book has been around for 25 plus years, I think. And I think you can get it on Amazon for the Kindle for like $5. And it really, the big thing about the book is the importance of imagination. I loved it. The writing is absolutely exquisite. Some of the quotes are some of my favorite quotes from books of all times. Highly recommend checking it out. And one for like older people like us, I don't know, middle school and up, maybe high school and up, would be a graphic novel, which is Heart and Brain by Nick Luke. Again, I don't have a lot of novel suggestions, but this graphic novel was adorable. It's about the dichotomy between what your heart wants and what your brain wants, and how they never seem to be on the same page. It's a great time. And I also have lots of picture book suggestions if you've got kids and you're needing suggestions. So hit me up in the comments. Book you wish you could buy or borrow from the library. Okay, one of the ones I really wanted to get my hands on is One Perfect Summer by Brenda Novak. I went and got groceries at Target the other day, and it said it was in stock, but then it wasn't on the shelves. And this, if I'm remembering correctly, is the weather's getting warmer in Texas, so I'm thinking like beach reads, right now. I would love to get my hands on. This one's about a woman who takes like a DNA test and realizes that she has two sisters who also took this DNA test, like a 23andMe or Ancestry DNA thingy. And so she, in the summer, decides to get with them and bond, and about, how their lives are being and the different things that they have to overcome. And it just sounded like a perfect, feel-good read about the importance of family. And I really miss my family right now because I'm not able to go see them because they live in Dallas. But yeah. And the other one is Secrets and Seashells at Rainbow Bay, which is by Allie McNamara. And I believe this is a single mother who's, tight on money, who inherits, this big mysterious castle, and she thinks all her problems are solved, but then wait a second, they're not, and she now has to upkeep this castle. I just thought it was going to be a fun ride, right? Author you want to shout out during this time. Okay, this is going to be Holly Black. I just finished her whole Folk of the Air series, the one that starts with Cool Prince. With the exception of the novella, these were absolutely, okay, they're not the best books ever written. They have their flaws. But they are true escapism reads. When I was reading them, I didn't have a care in the world for anything else. And that is a very beautiful thing right now. And for that, I love them. They do have a bit of a darker tone, but they didn't trigger me at all. So just, I recommend that you educate yourself and look up reviews and see if maybe it's something that is in your best interest before you just jump into it. And the last question is, what is your Reading Rush TBR? Okay, I'm willing to do a read along for you guys for one of the books, because on the original prompts it was read a book featuring a pandemic, and they changed it because it was going to cause a lot of people stress. And I 100% see maybe where people are coming from on that. But then there are also people who are upset, which I was you can still fit that into these prompts. So I'll get into that. But read a book with a house on the cover. This is going to be Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel or something. And it has tents on the cover, which are temporary houses. Very much stretching this. It is set after a pandemic in the Great Lakes region of the United States. And I believe the major focus on that is, how do you rebuild after something like that? And the importance of coming together and the creation of art. And it's supposed to be a pretty uplifting read, and a beautiful read at that. So I will be reading that. If you want to read it along with me, maybe do a live show discussion, or just we can set up a Voxer or something else. Let me know. Totally interested. And I'm also going to say that's read a book set somewhere you wished you could go, because I want to visit the Great Lakes. I have driven over, I think, Lake Michigan. But, is it Michigan? Yeah, it is Michigan. But I've never actually been to the Great Lakes. So I think this is potentially a good one. And then read a book that will make you smile. I do think that's a book that will make me smile. And so the last one is read a book set in the same room the whole time. So that I will have on audiobook, so I might listen to it at work. So for one that's going to be in the same room the whole time, which will be my bedroom, this will be my nighttime reading, which is lovely because it's fierce fairy tales, poems, and stories to stir your soul by Nikita Gill. This is poetry and short stories that attempt to change the gender stereotypes that you see in traditional fairy tales, in which women constantly need to be saved and they're silent. And yeah, so I'm excited for this. And the cover is absolutely stunning. And the back of the book: await no princess to save you, though their lips touching yours, whilst you're in a unwilling slumber, wake each other up instead. So I'm excited about that, and it's really short. So I plan on this being my book I read before bed every night. So it will be read in the same room because I'm going to read it in bed. I'm really excited for this and Station 11. I am only planning 2 books because I will have another one on audio that I will have already started that I'll be listening to throughout. But I don't know how much I'm going to be getting done because the first 2 days of the Reading Rush, I am working in a hospital, as I said earlier, and so basically 2 of my days are completely monopolized by the work I have to do. But if there's an inaugural sprint that night, I plan on doing that because I go in kind of at midday. And I will definitely do any sprints that are at night and read this before bed on Thursday night. And I will hopefully do a lot of the Instagram challenges. I hope to at least do 50%. We'll see. I haven't posted a Bookstagram photo in forever, so that should be fun. And on to the giveaway. Okay. The giveaway is for one paperback book of your choice that is up to $17 US. For U.S. residents, this will come from thebookshop.org. I believe I will link the link down below. And this is a website run by IndieBound, which supports independent bookshops. So proceeds from the book will go to an independent bookshop, which I feel like is incredibly important in this time because they are hurting. Brick and mortar bookshops, and particularly indie bookshops, are hurting so much at this time. And so this is kind of a way that I can also give to you guys and also help with them. If you are international, there isn't really a program like this internationally, so you will get a paperback book of your choice of up to $17 US from the Book Depository, as long as Book Depository ships to your country. If Book Depository doesn't ship to your country and then unfortunately you're ineligible, but they ship to the majority of countries, so I hope that covers everyone. And to enter, rules: you must be subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's very easy to do. Enter by leaving a comment with the book you're most excited for the Reading Rush, or the favorite book you've read so far this year. And I would like you to shout out a booktuber that you have enjoyed watching their videos during this, that's giving you joy during this time that hasn't been joyous for a lot of people. You can either link their channel, shout out their name, link one of their favorite videos that they posted recently, anything down below. If you don't see your comment, because sometimes YouTube spams linky comments, I'm going through and approving those probably 3 times throughout the week, and I will announce the winner I will have chosen the winner by my wrap-up video for the Reading Rush. I will reply to your comment, and you can either email me or DM me on Twitter. If you're under 18, you do have to have your parents' permission because I do have to have a physical address or the age of majority in your country, because I do have to have a physical address in order to buy the book and ship it to you. But other than that, it's really just easy. Enter a comment. I will choose it by random number generator. And I hope you guys are having a great time, and I will see y'all at the Reading Rush. Bye, y'all.